Wendy was 5. She loved animals and tea parties. But one day, she was lured into the woods following a magical tune. Running through the woods and ignoring all the signs, she came across this bridge. There at the end of the bridge, she was greeted by Mr. L. He told her of the toll she had not paid yet, obviously to cross this bridge. As he spoke, he played a magical flute. Blinded by the magical sounds, Wendy ignored the man. He spoke to her in anger as she passed by without paying his toll. He swore he would see her again soon. Wendy was walking farther and farther into the woods where she came across yet another bridge with similar features just like the last one. There she was greeted by a familiar face. Of course, it was Mr. L. He spoke to her carelessness and demanded that she pay the toll. However, once again, as he spoke, the magical flute expelled the magical tune which disoriented the little girl. She once again ignored the man and carried on down the path, leaving the man to his anger. She carried on down the path as if she knew exactly where she was going. Before she knew it, she was walking across a bridge and meeting Mr. L again. He gave her the same speech, and she was once again infatuated with the music that was being played. She walks past him, only this time he begs her not to continue on, promising that things down that path only lead to fear and destruction. The girl, on the other hand, does not seem to notice him. She continues on and disappears into the woods. One day, Wendy meets another little girl on the trail. Wendy approaches her with glee. The other little girl, however, runs in fear. Wendy doesn't understand. It seemed like forever since she'd actually seen anyone. The little girl runs to her mommy, who is just out of sight. Wendy follows the little girl's cries. The little girl's mother gasps at the sight of Wendy. The mother walks over to Wendy with her own child right behind her. The mother looks startled but caring. "Who are you?" the mother asks. "Wendy," Wendy says cheerfully. The mother asked her if she was feeling okay, and Wendy says yes. The mother grabs her cell phone and calls the paramedics. Once they arrive, they haul Wendy onto a stretcher. Someone jots down her information in the back of the ambulance as they head toward the hospital. In the reflective panel inside the ambulance, Wendy saw for the first time what she had actually looked like in 67 years. The shock was too great for her old heart, and she died there on the gurney. But as she died, she looked over at the paramedic next to her and saw that familiar face once again. Mr. L leans over and whispers the last words she will ever hear.
"No one gets out of their toll."
Wendy was 5.